Hi, welcome to my latest video. Tonight I'm going to do a short video showing how to change the bulb in the high level brake light on a Freelander 2 from a normal bulb to one of these LED type. This is an Osram red, supposedly quite bright red LED bulb. The type of bulb you can see there is a W16W. Does actually say for off-road use only on the back, but never mind, we'll put it in anyway. I'm sure it won't be that bad, that bright. So the main reason for putting one of these LED bulbs in is that the standard bulb, certainly on my Freelander 2, is not very bright. Now what I'll do, if I just turn on the ignition so that the lights are on, and then use my jack handle here, I'm on my own. I haven't really got an assistant to press the thing. Let's put the seat back a bit more. Let's see if we can push the brake pedal using this. I don't know if that'll work. That'll work. Let's see if that works. Yeah, there we go. Brake lights are on. So the normal bulb there in the dark here, it looks quite bright, but as we move further away, you can see that the normal brake lights are actually a lot brighter. Now I'm filming this on my phone and it's going to be adjusting the exposure slightly, but if I can get in shot here so the other brake lights are out, you can see there's a lot of light sort of at each end and a bit in the middle, but this area here and here is quite dim. So I'm just going to see if I can brighten that up a bit. I don't want it mega bright really, we don't want to be blinding anyone behind us when I'm sat in traffic, but it would just be good if the brightness of the high level brake light was the same brightness as the other brake lights. So let's just take that jack handle out of there, turn off the ignition, and then we'll set about removing that light, that brake light. Now it's quite easy to do. We just get our fingers under here and pull that. What you want to do is pull that not straight towards you and not straight down, but sort of down and towards you. Okay, and the reason for that is there you go, some slanted clips on there. Hopefully you can see that. I've got a head torch on here because it's quite dark. You can see there, these clips here are sort of at an angle, so they go into these holes here. So you want to sort of pull that downwards. The bottom holes there are just these little pegs, actually, just little pegs there. The panel is really held on by these clips. Now you'll notice one of them is broken. When I did my recent video on how to renew the seal on the brake light, when I put it all back together, I was a little bit rough with it and broke the clip. So I have some more of those. Bought some more on eBay. Don't buy the genuine Land Rover ones, they cost about £5 each. A bag of 10 here, £3.60. So £3.60, and they are almost the same. I'm sure these will work fine. They're not absolutely identical to the standard clip. The grommet thing there is slightly different. The most important thing really is that they've got this kind of groove there, because that's what fits in here when you slot them in. So let's just open up that bag, just get one of these out and just see if it fits. Come on. They fit. There you go, perfect. Even clicks in there and doesn't come out. So some of these other ones, this one here is looking a bit of a mess actually. It's also got some greasy goo on it. I don't know what that is. Yeah, might actually change. Might just change all three of them for new clips. At least then we've got the same clip the same clip on all 3 points. But as I say, these clips, these standard clips, like one like that, you can buy them individually from Land Rover, but they're about £5 each. Ridiculous, really expensive. So if this works, then you know that you can get a bag of 10 on eBay for less than the cost of one from Land Rover. So let's have a quick look up here. So we've got various gubbins here, various electronic boxes which are to do with the aerial. There's wires for the heated screen, but these are to do with, I think, the DAB radio, possibly because it uses the wires as an aerial, I'm not sure. Actually the aerial, yeah, I thought the aerial was there on the roof, but it might also be to do with GPS. I don't know. I think they're little boosters, little signal boosters for the aerial and for the GPS signal. So what I'm going to do to release the high level brake light, what you need to do is just get a screwdriver, or I'm just using a little handle of a little wire brush here, poke it through the hole, and you're looking for in there, I don't know if you can see it in there, there's a white plastic clip. I'm struggling to see it in the dark here. There you go, and you'll hear it click. When you press it, the light should pop out. It just pops out. Okay, so you can see there's one. Oops, there's one at the other end, and there's that one there. So let's got to be very careful to make sure that the washer nozzle stays pushed fully in, otherwise you'll get water dribbling out all over the place, washer fluid, and it won't be sort of spraying down the glass nicely. There is an O-ring on the nozzle which tends to wear. What I did in the end was just wrapped a bit of black insulation tape around the nozzle and pushed it in. I'm not going to pull that out because it was a bit of a tight fit to push that in when I did the last video for this seal. So I replaced this black seal around the light. Now this dust that you can see here is not actually dust, it's some kind of reaction that between the plastic and the nail varnish remover that I used to remove the glue here. Now you'll notice here that the lens has gone a bit cloudy. Now that might be why the high level brake light's not very bright, but we'll see. Let's just put the LED bulb in and then we'll turn that. It's like a bayonet fit turning. Let's get that. That just pulls out. Just pull the bulb out. It's a press fit. Hopefully you can see that in this darkness. It just pushes straight in, and then the bulb holder bayonets into that. So I'm going to carefully lift this up. Oops. Yeah, no, it's all still there. Open up these packet of bulbs. Try to do this one-handed. The packet, I've taken out one. They do come as a pack of 2. I don't know if you can buy these individually or not. It's a little bit annoying. I only need one. These were very expensive, £23 for 2. Very expensive bulb change, and I've got one spare, but pretty sure this lasts for God knows about 10,000 hours or something crazy. So 6 year guarantee. So well, yeah, I'm sure I can give the other one away to somebody. So let's pop this one in, and then we'll do that little trick with the brake pedal. And right, now that's gone in back inside there now. Come on, come out of there. I'm just wondering, because it's an LED, it might need to go a certain way round. Some of them have a diode these days, or a couple of diodes too, meaning that you can put it either way round. But let's just try that. interesting. Not my imagination, that is actually flashing slightly. Now this is a problem with LED bulbs, and this is something that I found when I tried to put LED side light bulbs in here. The CAN bus error detection system sends a very small current down the wires to the bulbs and that to detect when the bulb is blown, and that's sometimes enough to light LEDs. I'll just look away with my head torch. Right, that doesn't look like it's actually glowing. No, I can't see any glowing from that. So it did seem to flash slightly. Maybe it was just a bit of residual current that was there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to test this now, just in case that bulb has to go a certain way round. I'm just going to light it up by pressing the brake pedal. Do that now before we reassemble everything and then find I've got it round the wrong way. So let's just get the ignition on. Try to wedge that like that. Oh, look at that. Wow, that is, yeah, that's very bright, but that's out of the housing. So when we stick that into there, oh, that's good. That's really bright. Much brighter than the standard bulb. That's why they're so expensive. These are good actually. I wouldn't mind trying to get some of those that fit in the standard ones as well, but that'll be a whole nother video. So right, we know it's the right way round. Turn all this off, pop that out of there. Just leave that rod there for now. Right, now what I need to do, I might have to stop filming for this. I need to get this light put back together and pushed back in, and then get that panel all back on with the new clips, and then I'll stand back and see how the new bulb compares. Okay, so I've pushed that panel back on with the new clips. They worked absolutely perfectly. That's all clipped in really nicely now, nice and tight. When I did the video for changing the seal, when I put this panel back on, that was kind of a big gap here. It was like hanging off. So that's clipped in really nice and tight. I would actually argue that those cheap eBay special clips are possibly better than the Land Rover ones. Put in the brake light here, put in the light lens into its hole. When you push in, especially if you've got a new seal, I mentioned earlier about making sure that this is sticking out as far as it can possibly go, so that the windscreen washer sprays down the glass. But just make sure both ends, make sure you hear a click of those two white clips actually clicking in and actually sort of locking it. Otherwise you'll drive down the road and the whole thing will fall out. Right, let's get ignition on and see what that looks like. Right, okay, that looks good, nice and bright. That looks really good. You can see there that the brightness of the high level brake light is very similar to the standard left and right brake lights. The high level new LED bulb is a slightly deeper, purer red. The standard bulbs you can see there are a little bit orange, but they are normal bulbs, not LEDs. But the important thing now is that we're seeing a nice even spread of that red light. Not only is it brighter, but it's not got bright and dim lines and patches on it, and now it's sort of bright all the way across. So that's really good. That's very good. Very pleased with that. Great. Hopefully that video was useful, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.